OpenAI just combined Codex and ChatGPT into one super app. And they also released a new model that's nearly as
The hook is fair. I still would not repeat the headline as fact. OpenAI is clearly moving Codex closer to the main ChatGPT Work surface, and that matters. The useful story is simpler than a magic super app. Codex can now sit closer to your browser, your files, your project, and your review loop. That changes who can use it. Why? It also makes verification more important.
In fact, a lot of people are starting to think Claude is the agentic platform and ChatGPT is just a place where I send text and get questions.
Riley is right about the Work tab signal. Builders already know Codex can modify files and run checks. Normal ChatGPT users do not. A Work tab is a product translation layer. It tells someone who would never open a terminal that the chat box can now handle longer deliverables in app-like tasks. That only helps if the user can see what changed. A different tab still needs scope, data, permissions, and review. Want the best AI tools and workflows as they drop? Join the best AI community, linked in the description.
Now, 5.6, in my opinion, is not a Fable competitor. GPT-6 will be a Fable competitor. This is just a version bump, but even
I would slow down here. The source is useful because Ross does not pretend one model wins every task. Viewers need a plainer question. What job can I trust this model with? Cheap review loops, browser testing, small edits, research, and repeatable checks can use a different model than a one-shot architecture build. Treat the model like a tool choice, not a scoreboard, that saves money and keeps expectations sane.
GPT 5.6 passed I don't know if you saw this, I have a new Replit/Lovable benchmark.
yes.
Can
The demo shape is useful. It still is not a production rule. One prompt can produce something impressive. That does not mean the app is secure, maintainable, or cheap to change next week. OpenAI's own Codex framing is better. Show the commands, tests, logs, and diffs so a human can inspect the work. A better benchmark is simple. Can I review this, test it, and safely keep it? If the answer is no, the demo is still just a fancy draft, not a workflow you should hand real customer data.
one of my favorite loops that I've been using, and you can use this with really any agent that has computer use, but I find that OpenAI Codex is
The strongest workflow is the browser loop. Skip the vague build request. Ask the agent to use the feature like a customer, then fix the parts that fail. In plain English, the agent becomes the first QA pass. Real testing still matters, but this catches a lot of obvious breakage. The review gate is simple. Show me the browser result, the failed step, the fix, and the final proof. If the agent cannot point to what changed on screen, I would treat the pass as a guess, not evidence.
I can now do that with Codex. And now you're going to see Codex itself test this app out.
it's
Background browser work is genuinely useful. If the agent can test in a separate browser while you keep working, the tool stops feeling like a remote control toy. It becomes more like a background worker. That power needs boring controls. Which repo can it edit? Which browser state can it inspect? Which connected apps can it use? If those answers are fuzzy, the productivity gain turns into a permissions problem.
Because Codex mixed with GPT 5.6 Soul, super powerful model, one thing that you can
I like this loop. I still would not let the agent be the only judge. Asking it to review its own work is useful because it finds rough edges. A 5 out of 5 from the same system is not proof. The stronger version is self-review plus tests, lint, browser checks, screenshots, and a human looking at the diff. Let the agent iterate, then make the evidence external. Otherwise, the workflow turns into a very competent mirror. And competent mirrors are how bad changes slip through.
what this does is it allows you to tell the agent to record your screen so that you can just use your computer for up to
Skills make more sense in plain English. Instead of writing a perfect prompt, show the agent the boring task once. Then it has a reusable pattern that is valuable for reporting, QA checks, content formatting, data cleanup, and app admin work. The warning is obvious. Do not record secrets, payment screens, or anything you would not want repeated. Use it for stable chores, not judgment calls.
You see
Sites.
sites on the sites
Oh,
right
right
there.
here. Okay. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
there you go. There you learn.
Nice.
So this is a new feature that
Sites will confuse people because it looks like vibe coding moved inside ChatGPT. The useful version is narrower and better. Ask for a site, inspect the preview, fix the rough edges, and decide whether it should be public. That is a strong workflow. It is not a reason to publish blind. Site still needs copy review, security review, mobile checks, and a clear owner before it becomes a real page. Want the best AI tools and workflows as they drop? Join the best AI community linked in the description.